Let us discover how cutting tool fails. So what is a tool failure? It is actually the condition of a cutting tool when it becomes so damaged, deformed or worn out due to various reasons that it cannot machine properly. In easy language, when your tool stops cutting properly, this is called failure. So there are mainly three reasons why cutting tool fails. The first one is due to mechanical failure, the second one is due to plastic deformation, and finally gradual tool wear also makes a cutting tool useless. In this video, we will discuss the first two categories. Regarding the third category, I have already created a detailed video. This is the link. This link has also been provided in the description. So before we proceed, here is a quick announcement. We have launched our first book on metal cutting and machining, and one supplementary book which contains rapid revision cards, quiz cards, easy notes, etc. Inside the main book, you will find MCQs, derivations, detailed theory and numericals from GATE, IAS and other competitive exams. Okay, so now let us start with the mechanical failure. It is the sudden failure of a tool's cutting edge. It is similar to the breaking of a pencil nib, which happens suddenly without any prior warning. So now let us see the reasons behind mechanical failure. During metal cutting, different forces acts on the cutting edge, and when the magnitude of these forces exceeds the strength of the tool material, the cutting edge suddenly fails. So carbide tools and ceramic inserts cracks and fails suddenly due to brittle fracture. In some other cases, when the vibration or feed is excessively high, or in interrupted cutting, say in milling operation, the cutting edges breaks into small fragments, which is also known as chipping. So what are the main factors behind this kind of fracture? The first one is feed, speed and depth of cut. When these three parameters are high, it increases the force, stress and vibration, which cracks the cutting edge. Cutting edge also fractures due to impact shocks. On many occasions, the workpiece contains voids and some hard foreign particles known as inclusions. So when the cutting tool, while cutting the material, comes in contact with these hard particles or voids, it suddenly gets a shock. Repeated shocks are not good for the health of your cutting tool. So gradually the cracks are formed, which increases in size and the cutting edge breaks suddenly. Let us now try to understand the physics behind the mechanical failure. If we zoom the cutting edge, we can find there are so many atoms arranged in crystalline structure. We have already studied these in material science. So in between these lattice, there may be voids and some foreign impurities. Now these voids and foreign particles are the weak points of the entire lattice. Now we know millions of atoms comes closer to form grains. This is one grain. Now what happens is that cracks propagate through the grain boundaries. So if we zoom again, we can see a particular location of the metal consists of so many grains. Now in between the grain boundaries, if there is a void present, this will serve as the weak point. During cutting, lot of stress is generated in the cutting edge, but these voids will encounter concentrated stress, that is more stress. It is like when you push the pointed edge of a knife on your finger, you experience more pressure. So soon a crack will initiate from this point and then it will propagate, and finally this area will be chipped away. Next is the plastic deformation. It is the permanent distortion of a cutting edge. Here the cutting edge will not break, but it will bend and get deformed. First reason is edge softening. When the temperature and pressure is very high in the rake face of the tool, the edge of the tool starts to soften. So how to control the deformation of cutting edges? Number one, reduce the cutting speed. If the cutting velocity is very high, it will result in very high temperature, thereby softening the edge. Next, use proper lubrication and coolants to reduce the friction and temperature of the cutting zone. Then there are some specialized coatings which can be applied on the tool to prevent deformation. The depth of cut should be optimized so that the cutting edge do not face excessive stress. And finally, there are some tools which resist high temperature without bending. These are ceramics and carbide tools. Whereas if you use carbon steel and high speed steel, please ensure that the velocity is not very high so as to keep the temperature in a controlled range. Now let us discuss the physics involved in a molecular level. This is the crystal lattice of the tool. Now, if we zoom in any particular section, we can see atoms have a kind of bond between them. Now, what happens is that when the temperature rises, the molecule starts to vibrate like this. So, this vibration affects the bonds between them and they become very weak and eventually they break. So, the atomic layers slides over each other, which causes deformation on a macro scale. Let us now compare these two phenomena. In mechanical failure, if we see the stress strain curve, on application of stress, the strain increases and it suddenly breaks. Whereas in case of plastic deformation, when we apply stress, then before the ultimate fracture, there is a large region which is known as the plastic region. So the material, instead of breaking suddenly, it deforms gradually. So plastic deformation is more like a ductile behavior, whereas mechanical fracture is a brittle behavior. And in plastic deformation, temperature is the dominant factor, whereas in mechanical fracture, force plays a dominant role. So this was all for today. If you need the notes of this video for free, get it from the link in the pinned comment. Just fill up the form and download it for free. And if you have any doubt regarding this topic, please feel free to ask in the comment section. And if you like this video, leave a good comment to motivate us. Thank you.